Hi, Leo. It's Jeffrey. It's Red Color. And this is your reading for June 2022. Please like, subscribe, share, comment, press the bell for notifications. I offer private readings. I also offer INT, which is a healing modality, which can help you to move energy. Please become a member of the channel, which will give you access. It's $2.99 a month, which will give you access to the weekly readings arranged by sign, which I do every week. Please visit my website, redcolor.com. I offer handmade scarves and t-shirts and astrology t-shirts and astrology mugs. And I don't know this. I'm sure there's other stuff there. I can't remember everything. So your little mini message is, just because an opportunity is offered to you doesn't mean you have to take it. Sometimes the good is the enemy of the best. That's a good one, right? You know, someone's just like, oh, well, I want to be your friend. It's like, but I don't have anything in common with you. Or, you know, oh, I want to offer you a job. It's like, well, I'm already happy with my job. It's a little bit, just because it's there doesn't mean you have to take it. I think something better is coming. That's the way it feels. Look at that. You show up in your own reading. Don't you love that? Don't you love that when you show up in your own reading? I always feel like whenever, whatever sign I'm reading for, if that card shows up in the reading, it's like, oh. Okay. I think you've already cut out stuff. I think you've already said no, right? Which is fine. I'm a big believer in no. I'm a big believer in no. And then we have the Hierophant. It's like, because I'm having a higher calling, I see how I can establish something else. I see how the change can happen. And I'm willing to be led by spirit. I'm willing to tame the beast. I'm willing to tame the beast in order to, you know, there's like a real sense of discipline here. There's a real sense of like a self-discipline, which I think is fantastic because, you know, I have to tell you, for me personally, some weeks I have it and some weeks I don't. You know, I had the most delicious dessert for it's delicious dessert for lunch this afternoon. It was like, yeah, I'm going towards something that's more fulfilling. I'm going towards something that's more fulfilling. It's like, okay, so you've been like working at something. This is the way it feels. Feels like I've been working at something and I've been able to say no, and I've been able to begin to establish something new, which is great. And I'm leaving the past behind and I'm going towards something that's more fulfilling. And I feel like this thing that you're leaving behind, you know, it's like it used to satisfy me, but I want more. There's something else calling me. There's something else calling me. And I'm willing to, well, you know, you're Leo, so you have that. I've told you this before. There's that energy, that fixed sign energy. It's like, I have a goal and I'm single-minded and I'm going to go and get it. Yeah, and I'm willing to learn new things. I'm willing to start anew. I'm willing to be teachable in order to be satisfied. Wow. It's a very, this is a really powerful, like I'm really feeling this. This is like, you know, okay, I'm going to be disciplined. I'm going to achieve my goal, you know, like whatever it takes, you know, it's like that. It's like that. That's what I'm getting. That's what I'm getting. It's almost like, just for an example, say somebody who's like really, really overweight. Sometimes you see these people on YouTube and they're like really, really overweight. And then they do a video every day and they really get very serious. So they change their diet and then they start lifting weights or whatever it is that they do. And you could really see, you know, in 6 months, in 9 months, in a year, it's like you've completely transformed. It's It's so inspirational, right? It's so inspirational because people are like, oh, well, you could watch this and that. It's like, oh, I can't do that. I can't do it. It's like we are all capable of doing whatever it is we need to do in order to get what we want. We are all capable of it. Oh, well, you don't understand. I had a really difficult childhood. So did everybody else. So did everybody else. Tame the beast. Yeah, plant new seeds. Plant new seeds. Yeah, because this is going to bring you more into balance. This is almost like, I always say almost, this is divine justice. So it's a really profound card, much more profound. I'm beginning to really get, because I read a lot. So the cards, I don't know, they're transforming in front of me. Boo! The justice card is really, it's like a fairness and a brought into balance element that is much bigger than we really understand. It's much bigger than we really understand. It's like heaven is involved. Heaven is involved. Our higher self is involved. It's like karmic. It's like karmic. Oh, well, I used to be la la la. So it's almost like this, like I was giving you that other example, right? So remember Richard Simmons, right? So he was really, and then, he had his personality, and then he really went out there and did that sweating with the oldies, and he really helped a lot of people. He really, really, really helped a lot of people. So it was bigger than him. His decision to do what he needed to do to bring himself, into a more healthy state of being was it was much bigger than him and his body and his soul. He really, really, really helped a lot of people. So I feel like that is part of it's really windy out. I don't know if it's going to rain. So this thing that's calling you and that you're being really disciplined about, it not only brings you into balance, but it brings your life, the people around you, the situations into balance. It's much bigger than you know. I wish I could do sound effects. I wish I had a sound board. I think like a cartoon sometimes, I have to say. I really do. Yeah, because you know the truth. Because you know the truth. Because you know what it is that, you have the experience of really attaining the entire picture. And sometimes it's being really uncomfortable and being really anxious and being really sleepless that drives us to do what we need to do in order to grow and change and our souls to be more fulfilled. Sometimes, God forbid, it's a health thing that makes you get, like a health thing that makes you get healthy, or etc. It's like that. It's like that. Really, really, you have the strength, you're Leo. You have the strength. You have it. And, sometimes, on certain days, it's a little harder to have the strength. It's like, just pretend you have the strength. Just pretend you have the strength, Yeah, because you do. You have everything you need. You have all the tools at your disposal. This is also a very interesting card. I feel like with this card, this is the Magician, right? So like the negative part of this card, I don't know why I'm telling you, but the negative part of this card would be the shyster. Like the fast talker. Look over here, it's like the shell game. But the positive part of this card is there's a verbal oral component to it. So you know, let's say the example that I gave, and like, so, you know, you're trying to lose a lot of weight. You know, I'm not talking about 5, 10 pounds. I'm talking about transformation. So as you're doing that, and as you're not eating dessert, I am fit and healthy. I am fit and healthy. I have a beautiful body. Out loud. I accomplished my goals. Not I will. I am fit. I am healthy. That's the deal. That's the deal. Until you start to believe it, right? Because the beginning is sort of like, oh, right? So the way to fight like negative stuff in your head is just introduce the positive. You don't fight the negative, you just introduce something new. That's it. The way that you get rid of the darkness is to shine a light on it. That's it. You don't fight darkness. You can't fight darkness. Got me? Very interesting. Very empowering, like profoundly empowering. And also, you know, when you have this one, right? Taurus won't move. And then Leo, and then the balancer, Libra. Really, really, really empowering reading. And, you know, if, you know, it doesn't fit your life exactly, it's like, well, I'm already fit and thin. There, you know what it is. So don't play with it. Blessings.